the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw our river. So step 1 in your notes is draw your river on the right side. And because you can tell this is a longer equation, you're going to need a longer river, okay? I want to add in the brain process of checking for fractions. But remember, that's if there is a fraction across the whole thing. Do you see a line across this whole thing? No. So that is not there. We don't have to worry about it. But in step 2, I must check for distributive property. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yes. Here is distributive property. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to solve the distributive property. And it says in my procedures that I must rewrite the equation. Okay? So now you're in step 2. And I'm going to label this step 2.
Caitlin Porter
Now,
to the office.
I need to have
Porter
the thought
reports
process
to the
of,
library.
let me
Thank
see
you.
what I can clean up to make this an easier problem. So I am going to keep the whole concept of balance in. I'm going to check the left. Do you see anything to combine here? No. Then I rewrite, nothing. So then I check the right. Is there something to combine?
Yes.
What?
2x.
The 2x and the x, which gives me 3x minus 1. And I rewrite. So this is step 3 and 4, is to combine. But notice that in the procedures, I tell you to check the left, combine like terms and rewrite, and then check the right, combine like terms and rewrite. So now, what do you notice about this equation that is different from all of the other equations we've done? Anything that looks a little different? Do you notice that maybe we have more than one variable in it? We have an x on both sides, which we haven't had before. So guess what? We do the same thing we do with numbers. We combine them. And how do we combine them with numbers? We do the inverse. So Miss Blanchard, which one do I move? Do I move this one or this one? I'm going to tell you a trick. Trick of the trade is move the small one because it's going to have you deal with less negatives. Okay? So I am going to inverse the 3x to both sides. I'm going to show my cancel and rewrite. I'm going to subtract and rewrite. So here I am in step 5. Now I've got all the variables together. I've cleaned it up. I did distributive property. I know, right there. Okay. I've done all I can. Now it's a 2-stepper. At this point, it's a 7th grade problem. So what do? I undo addition and subtraction. Rewrite. That's step 6. Then I undo my multiplication and division, which is step 7. And then 8 says to undo, to state the variable and box in your answer. So x equals, and I box it in.